Okay, so in the previous video we have seen the various types of filters, then what is the basic idea about filtration, what is filter media, and the mechanisms in the filtration process. Now we are going to see the first and the most important type of filter, that is called as slow sand filter. So the slow sand filter and rapid sand filter, they are the classification of filter or types of filter based on the rate of filtration. So first we will see what is this rate of filtration. So the heading is slow sand filter. In this now, first we'll see what is the meaning of a rate of filtration. A rate of filtration. So rate of filtration, it is defined as volume of water filtered filter per unit time per unit surface area of filter per unit surface area of filter. Okay. Now for this slow sand filter, what is the value of rate of filtration? So the rate of filtration for slow sand filter. So these values, so now the values which we are going to write in this slow sand filter, so these are very important, so you have to by heart those values. So it is 100 to 200, so volume, that is liters per hour per meter square. So this is the rate of filtration of slow sand filter. Now this slow sand filter is very efficient, and if the water is pre-chlorinated, that is the water is pre-chlorinated, then the efficiency can go up to 99.9 percentage. Okay, so the efficiency of this is very high. Efficiency means the removal capacity of impurities from this filter part. So efficiency of slow sand filter, it is around 97, it is around 97 to 98 percentage. Okay, now if the water is pre-chlorinated, if water is pre-chlorinated, we have seen pre-chlorination in the initial processes after screening. So if the water is pre-chlorinated, then efficiency can go up to, it can go up to 99.9 percentage. Okay, so this slow sand filter, we can say that it is a one-man army. Okay, so this alone can purify the complete water, and all the harmful organisms from colloidal particles, we can say microorganisms, all the impurities, they can be removed efficiently with the help of this slow sand filter. Now the only problem with the slow sand filter is the rate of filtration. The rate of filtration is very slow. Okay, now if the turbidity of water is more, that is if the turbidity of water is greater than 50 ppm, then we should not use this slow sand filter because it will cause operational problem. So this filter cannot be used when turbidity of water, or we can just write turbidity, is greater than 50 ppm. So as the rate of filtration is very slow, we cannot use this in a large cities. So basically this filter is used for smaller plants in villages. So it is used for smaller plants in villages. Now the last point, that is, it is designed, this point is important, it is designed for maximum daily demand. It is designed for maximum daily demand. So if the average daily demand is given, then you have to multiply it with the maximum of, you have to multiply it with 1.8 to get the maximum daily demand. Okay, so these all multiplication factors for calculation of maximum daily demand, maximum hourly demand, maximum monthly and weekly. So this we have seen in the variation of demand video. Okay, so you can just watch it and understand it better. Now, so we'll study what are the various components of slow sand filter. So next topic is components of slow sand filter. So the first component, it is called as filter box. That is our filter media. So what are the specifications for this? So what are the area and what is the depth of tank? So that we'll see. So this filter box, it is nothing but it is a open watertight rectangular tank. Open watertight rectangular tank. Now what is the area of tank? So area of tank, it is equal to 100 meter square to 2000 meter square. What is the depth of tank? So the depth of tank, it is 2.5 meter to 3.5 meter, and there is one bed slope which is given. So the bed slope is 1 in 100. So for what purpose this bed slope is given? So this bed slope is given for taking out the water. Taking out the water. Okay, so this is about the filter box. Now in this box there are certain filter media which is present, as we have discussed, silica sand or anthracite coal. So that comes in the next component, that is filter media. So in this filter media, clean river sand is used mostly for the purpose in filter media. So clean river sand is used as filter media. So what is the thickness of this? So the thickness of river sand should be thickness should be 90 centimeter to 110 centimeter. Now what should be the effective size of particles? So the effective size of particles should be, the effective size of particle should be, that is D10, this should be equal to 0.2 to 0.35 mm. These values are very important. The values which I am writing in green, these are extremely important. These are directly asked. Okay, now these are all the specifications of the filter media. Okay, then uniformity coefficient. So this uniformity coefficient, it is represented by Cu. This value is D60 by D10, and this value is 1.823. Okay, see this uniformity coefficients and efficient size, these are all discussed in the soil mechanics, okay, or geotechnical engineering. Now after this, the next component is gravel bed. Okay, gravel bed. So if you want to just visualize it, see, we have seen this in mechanisms. So there is one box here. This is called as filter box. Now in this box there are certain sand bed and gravel bed. So this total is called as filter medium. Okay, the medium which is used for filtering of water, that is filter media. Now in this filter media there is a sand bed and gravel bed. So now we have discussed filter box, filter media, that is a sand bed. Now we are going to discuss the gravel bed. So what is the use of gravel bed? So it is used to support the sand bed. As we know, the sand bed is present above the gravel bed, so it supports the sand bed. Also, it does not allow any sand particles to move along with water. So it prevents the flow of sand in the water. It does not allow sand particles to flow along with water. Now what is the thickness of this gravel bed? So the thickness of gravel bed, it is 30 to 75 centimeter. 30 to 75 centimeter. Now is the next component is called as under drainage system. Under drainage system. So what is the purpose of this under drainage system? So whatever the filter media we have seen, so that filter media or that below that filter media there is a system which is developed, which is called as under drainage system. Okay, so above this there is the filter media. Now this is the inlet and this is the outlet. Inlet and outlet. There is a central drain which is present. There is a central drain which is present in between. Okay, so to this central drain, there is or there are certain lateral drains which are constructed. So these are called as lateral drains, and on these lateral drains there are certain openings which are present which allows the water to enter into the laterals. These are called as perforations. So you have to visualize now. This is the top view of the under drainage system. Above this there is the layer of gravel, and above the layer of gravel there is a layer of sand. So whatever the water is there, that water first enters into the openings that are called as perforations. Through these perforations they enter into these lateral drains, and these all lateral drains they connect to a central drain, and then central drain takes the water outside. Okay, so this is the clear water. So what is the purpose of under drainage system? To collect the filter water. To collect the filtered water from gravel bed. So there are inlet and outlet arrangements which are given, which collects the water. Okay, now the overall slow sand filter diagram, we'll try to draw it. So this is the filter media. So the filter media consists of silica sand or the sand particles. Okay. Now below these sand particles there are gravel bed which is present. So the gravels are bigger in size. Main purpose is to support the sand bed and to prevent the entry of any sand in the water. And below this, that is below this gravel bed, there is an arrangement. There is an arrangement. This we call it as under drainage system. So it collects the water from this gravel bed and then the water is collected here. So now look at this. The water is coming here. Okay. So water is first getting settled. Then slowly the level of water will increase and the water will come in contact with the filter media. As soon as the water is coming in contact, as soon as the water is coming in contact, it will start seeping through this filter media and the gravel bed. Then it will slowly enter this under drainage system, the filtered water, and then the filter water will get collected in the lowermost pipe. This filtered water is then taken out through the outlet. So from the outlet now this we are getting the clean water. So this is called as filter media. The second part which is present here, this is called as gravel bed, and the last one, this is called as under drainage system. Under drainage system. Okay, so this is the overall working of slow sand filter. Now during this working of slow sand filter, so few things we have to write about the cleaning of filter, that is how the filters are cleaned. So about cleaning of filter, so the filters are washed with clean filtered water. Filters are washed with clean water. So how it is cleaned? So top 1.5 to 3 centimeter of the sand, or we can say top 3 centimeter of sand is removed, and this process is called as, very important, is called as scraping. This process is called scraping. So the topmost 3 centimeter of sand which is removed now, so this sand is thoroughly washed with water. So this sand is thoroughly washed with water. So we'll wash this sand with water, then we'll dry this, and then we'll reuse again. Okay, and what is the percentage of water which is used in filtration or in cleaning? Percentage of filtered water used in cleaning. So this is 0.2 to 0.6 percentage. Okay, and these filters, this slow sand filter is washed once in a month or once in a 3 month. So it is washed once in a month to once in 3 months. Whereas in rapid sand filter, when we will see it, so that filters are washed daily. In 24 hours, we have to wash it because the rate of filtration is very fast and the sand gets impure very quickly. Okay, so these are all the data about slow sand filter that you will require. So go through this. If you have not understood it again, watch this video again.